Hey, welcome to the Weege Show, brought to you by Racetech. I promised you I would do this, and I'm going to promise again and get more track walk interviews in a moment. But we have Diesel Thomas here. First of all, we did magnetize the mic, so we have to not forget, like I did with Sorby when we did this show at Loretta's, and he walked away with the mic still on. Anyway, the reason we're talking to Diesel, see the Racetech right there? Diesel, you are not a factory amateur.
No, sir.
And you're not actually, you're pretty new to this whole Supercross-ish thing. And then yesterday was a good battle. You ended up fourth, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is coming pretty fast at you. What's that like?
It's good. I'm just ready to learn. I'm trying to pick up on much as possible and just take it one step at a time. I mean, really before Charlotte, I think I only had maybe 3 or 4 days on a Supercross track, and
in your life?
In my life,
yes.
Yeah.
And this was on purpose.
Yeah. So my dad, I grew up on a farm in Nebraska, and he would always build jumps and tracks and all kinds of stuff, and they'd slowly progress as I got better. And he always knew that I'd be good at this kind of stuff. I just had to mature and kind of just grow up a little bit. And now that the time is kind of coming, it's really fun. I love Supercross, so I'm really excited what the future has to bring.
You didn't want him to get hurt, right, Dad?
Correct.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to get hurt.
Yep. And so maybe the long game is the smart game. So yesterday, some people probably watched it. You can watch it on YouTube. You were in a huge battle. 3 of you battling for second, third, and fourth. What was that like?
It was fun. That's probably some of the most fun I've ever had on a dirt bike. I love battling with some of my buddies, but I'm really excited for tonight when I get to walk through the tunnel and the crowd will be just roaring. I'm so excited. I just happy to be here.
That is cool. All right, I got one more question for Dad. See if you can unclip that mic.
Yes, sir.
That's Diesel Thomas. Thanks to Racetech for backing our shows. Check out their seminars coming up in California. The month of November, you want to learn suspension? I don't think any other company would do this. They actually will tell you how suspension works. They have engine seminars, shop skill seminars. Go to racetech.com/seminar to learn more about it. Just hold this mic, Dad.
Yes, sir.
I got one question I've been wondering since Daytona Amateur when you, I think, won on a 50. You went on a 50?
Yeah.
Sir.
You named your kid Diesel. Tell me about this. I mean, that's got to, were you like, let's do it, let's not?
My wife was definitely like, But
Okay.
me, I've been an underground utility contractor
Yes.
my whole life.
Yes.
I dig a lot.
Yep. You got to hold that
So-
mic up.
Oh,
There we
so,
go. We're all learning. We're all learning.
So we just, I just come up with the name and it stuck. So
Yes,
yeah.
that is the real name. This
Yep.
isn't a nickname.
No,
that
that's
caught
his
on.
real name. That's
Wow.
his God-given name, Diesel Thomas. Yep.
So you have a long plan for this, not rushing it.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. We felt a lot of pressure to get him started early because
Yes.
he is really good outdoors and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just I've been in this business. We have tracks back home and stuff
Okay.
for a long time, and I just wanted to see him healthy.
Yeah.
So many kids that rushed it got banged up really early.
That's right.
And it's a long road, so there's no reason to try to push anything too fast. So
You did
every
say,
kid's
though,
different.
the pressure was hard to resist
Oh yeah, it was
to
very
get
hard.
results. Yeah.
Well, he's training at Moto Sandbox, and we've got all the best riders there,
Yeah.
pretty much in the world. And
Yeah.
there was a group that came through his age that started on the Supercross stuff right away, and it was kind of hard because I'm like, no, you're not doing that yet. You're gonna wait a little while, and so yeah, it was. We did feel the pressure big time, but I'm glad we did what we did. We're having a lot of fun with it too. So
That's
yeah.
part of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big part.
Okay, we can hear bikes. We're back over in the pits. Unseated practice just begun. You see this massive crowd of people. Who are you guys here for? There's a lot of Deegan fans. We know how it works. I said this on the show yesterday. I was hoping this pit would be like it was back in the day, and it's getting there. It is only 12:20, and it is starting to happen here in these pits. This is a legendary race for as far as crazy as the crowd gets. Cole Davies going to try to make his way through the tunnel and out to try to go to practice, but they got to bust through this crowd. Now, of course, it's always bigger over at the Deegan count. Yesterday, we had the SMX Next World All-Stars race. Caleb Wood rode well. He got second, and Caden Dudney took the win, said he had something to prove, so maybe he will do that again. The key on the SMX Next World All-Stars is that they have a 2-race format. They raced yesterday. That was to make up for the Charlotte race they didn't even get to do. And then 2 double points second race today to determine the title. But enjoy some feedback from the racetrack. We're going to talk to Kaden Dudney, who got taken out early in that race, and also the veteran Max Anstie of what this track is actually like now that guys have raced or ridden on it. I told you we were going to do a Saturday morning Weege show. Welcome. This is Track Walk. I don't know if I'm allowed to interview Kaden Dudney right now, but we're going to do it. But I got you out on the Track Walk.
Yeah.
So you owe me now.
Oh, I owe you.
Yeah, you owe me.
What do I owe you? Ice cream?
An interview. This is good. But if you got ice cream in the
ice
truck.
Ice cream sounds better.
Dude, if you got ice cream in the truck, is there some? You wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they want you to know.
I don't think they have ice cream in the truck.
Okay.
The
athletes.
Somewhere where they do.
I'll ask the mechanic. So yesterday, I don't know how many people watch. You can go to Super Motocross YouTube channel and watch the race yesterday. You got taken out by 3 riders in one turn. Triple block pass.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. I was not expecting it.
Yes.
I just went in the corner because it was just me and Tiger. He ran me a little high, and I tried to cut down.
Yep.
Get beside him on the jump, but then I didn't hear any bikes behind me, so I thought I was good, right?
Yep.
Turns out there's 2 other guys coming in the corner, towards the exit of the corner.
Yes.
And then I was already straight going, and then boom, I was just on the ground.
Dude.
Was not expecting it. It was crazy. I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I was on top of 2 other bikes. It was a wild experience, but.
Is this a little bit of look, you haven't raced a lot of Supercross. It was a Supercross type block pass bowl turn. Is that actually a learning thing for you?
Yeah, I definitely learned from it. Because it was like what Jet did last year. Same round, same exact thing with Barsha.
Yep.
So, yeah, definitely going to learn from it because I don't want that to happen again.
No.
So,
No, what shocked me was, look, I was like, the track looks cool. It looks different. But usually different means you can't pass. But you said you actually can pass. You did some passing yesterday.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like you can almost pass in close to every corner out there.
Really? Okay.
In my opinion, because for me, I look at how each rider races differently and how they go through a corner. Like every rider isn't going to hit the corner exactly the same. So you can kind of pick up on that and know what rider is in front of you and what rider, where you can pass them at.
Yeah.
So I mean, say Gibson was in this corner right here behind us. He went high. I could run it up on the inside like triple in, right?
Yeah.
But if it was another rider, he'd maybe hit it how I hit it, just past someone.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go wider to cut down. So I mean, it's kind of like a lot to think about, but.
But it is possible.
It is possible, yeah.
I was honestly worried we'd have no passing, so it can be done.
No, there's passing in a lot of areas. I think. I don't know how other people feel about that, but.
Well, we'll find out more in this show. But today, maybe you won't have to pass anybody. That would be nice.
That's going to be very nice. Definitely getting a start makes it easy on you.
We found more athletes here on Track Walk. This is Max Anstie. So here's what I want to know. I did a big tour of the track yesterday. I feel like they tried really hard to make it a little less Supercross, but does it honestly matter when you rode it? Did it just feel like Supercross anyway, or is it actually different?
No, it did. The berms are what make it feel like Supercross.
Okay.
Which is nice. So it's the bowl turns. And that is it's weird, everyone's like Supercross suspension and all that stuff for the rhythms, which is a part of it, but also the bowl turns, you can carry so much speed into the turns compared to outdoor suspension. And that's what makes a difference and makes it feel a little Supercrossy.
Okay.
It's tacky, it's nice, it's in a stadium, it's cool, it's not a million degrees like it is outside. And it's consistent. You're not going to get like super soft spots and the dirt is what the dirt is. So happy.
It was all right.
To be in a stadium, really good. I mean, to be honest, I got injured in Supercross, missed the whole of outdoors.
Yeah.
Raced last week, which was like, oh my days, I did not prep for this. Now I feel like, oh, I'm back at Supercross again. So happy days. It is there's no whoops, but it's still got that bit of a feel to it. So yeah, we'll see. It's nice so far yesterday, and see how it goes.
My question is, the track looked like it might be fun to ride, but I was seriously concerned, as everybody, about you can't pass. Now your little guy Dudney just said, no, I was surprised I could pass. You haven't raced yet, but does it seem like maybe just with the bull turns there might actually be some passing? Because I was thinking there would be none.
I don't know. I've got to go through the LCQ, so let's.
Oh shoot!
Let's hope I don't have to find out too much, and hope that I can get some decent starts. So, I mean, plan is get some good starts, then you don't have to find out if you need to pass or not. Everyone else got to worry about that. But it's still what I think. 2 20-minute motos.
Okay.
Is a long time and a lot of laps for 250 guys. When we're only used to in Supercross doing 150 minute main.
That's right.
Even though it felt Supercross yesterday, it's intense and it's like it's easy to get like arm pump, easy to get tight. So I think it might be hard to pass when everyone's fresh.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually going to be a different type of fitness compared to outdoors. Like outdoors, yeah, you got to dig, you got to be strong. This is going to be more like precision, supercrossy fitness, making sure you're locked in for 2 20-minute motos. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be mistakes made. So I think if it plays out the way that I think, I mean, I've never done this before. I've never done 220s around a supercross track kind of like this. But that just the feel that I got yesterday in time training was like, I mean, free practice, it was like, it felt supercrossy, which I know is intense. And a 15-minute moto in supercross feels really, really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
But yet you can do a 30+2 in outdoors and you're all right, but there's a lot more space. You can find lines. I think it's going to be just about executing and being precise and making sure you get the rhythms, you get this, you are precise with the turns, you are precise with the 3 outs, and being like sharp and strong with the legs, like not, you can't just sit down out of the turns. You've got to stand up. You've got to push through the jumps. So I think that's where speed
you can wear some guys down.
And that's where I think yesterday watching the amateur guys, like it was only 8 minutes, but you could see they were making a lot of mistakes. So I feel like that's might translate into us. Again, we'll see. I've not done it before, so that's what I don't know. I've had a bit of experience in my life, but hopefully that's hopefully I'm on it with that.
All right, that's our show. The legendary Gare Bear. That's Kyle Chisholm's dad and mechanic. That's producer Pete. Right there, Ken Cavalli. He's the guy that holds the camera when you see Will and JT on the podium. We got Ken and we got Anthony, our 2 camera guys for Will and JT. Just some behind the scenes here. And like I said, this crowd, yes, Weege show. This crowd's starting to pick up. Bikes are on the track. I got to go watch practice. It'll be very, very interesting how this track races. I showed you as much as I could yesterday. I'm still concerned that there's not going to be much passing. I know that Dudney had good things to say about it. I know that Anstie's thinking maybe the guys will wear down or get tired and you can make passes then. Look, they tried really hard, as I showed you yesterday, to try to make this track a little bit motocrossy. But the real question is whether they accomplish that or not. The real question is that the right move? So what I've said over and over is that you've had 50 years of developing supercross tracks and motocross tracks. Can you really build something that's not quite either and make it better than those two, or at least as good? That is the big question here. And maybe even more so here, because the other SMX playoff rounds they've had outside of the Coliseum were in different types of venues. So it's really hard to compare what the Speedway track in Chicago or Texas or the drag strip tracks were like compared to a motocross or supercross track. We have like a direct, they've held supercrosses here, and now they built a not quite supercross track. How will it race? How will it play out? They tried hard to throw down mulch, sand, and all that. But in the end, are we all going to say, they should have just made it supercross? It would have been better. We'll find out tonight. Thanks to Racetech for backing the show. And remember, the seminar is out in California, racetech.com/seminar. You can learn suspension theory. You can take an engine seminar, a shop skills class. I really need that one myself. They're willing to give up their secrets so people can understand more what really goes into setting up and building a bike to make it work right. Like for Diesel Thomas, the amateur privateer who was battling with the factory kids yesterday. We'll see how he does today. Thanks for watching. Bonus coverage, we're back. This is one of my favorite times of the day. It's the riders first getting out. They haven't ridden yet. This is unseated group out there. There goes Dax Bennick and Anstie. Look at how we turned Anstie from a guy getting interviewed to a guy on the track in one show. But the seated riders are just about to go out, and it's one of my favorite times of the day. It's like serious, but not super serious. Guys kind of still chatting, rowing down. I'm sure when you're down there for the gate drop of a main or main motos, it's a lot different. But this is it. Calm before the storm. One of the most fun parts of the afternoon. That's why I often post on my social. Best part of the day when the riders first take off from the start for practice. We'll see how it goes round 2 of the playoffs here as the 250 seated riders are about to go.